That which was from the beginning, which we've heard, which we've seen with our eyes, which we have looked upon, and our hands have handled, of the word of life. Word Out, a young people's church of the Men of Issachar Vision Incorporated, brings you God's word. Be blessed as you listen.
Pick your Bibles with me to Luke chapter 7. Luke chapter 7. Luke chapter 7. We'll read verses 1 to 6. Luke chapter 7, verses 1 to 6. We take two verses and we pause so that we can all meet up with our different versions. So we take 1, 2, pause, 3, 4, pause, 5, 6, and go ahead. Are we ready? Let's go. Verse 1 and 2. Verse 3.
When the officer heard about Jesus, he sent some respected Jewish leaders to ask him to come and heal his sick.
Verse 4.
And when they came to Jesus, they begged him earnestly, saying that the one for whom he should do this was deserving.
And verse 5 and 6 together.
For he loves our nation and has built us a synagogue. Then Jesus went with them, and when he was already not far from the house, the centurion sent friends to him, saying to him, Lord, do not trouble yourself, for I am not worthy that you should enter under my roof.
Lord, we ask that you send your word into our hearts. Spirit of the living God, remain our help, for we pray in Jesus' name. Please have your seats. This month has been interesting. We'll be talking about the power of the tongue, and we'll look at it in different dimensions. But this morning is a plea. Is a plea. Let's talk. That's the plea I have for all of us. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's stop keeping quiet. Let's stop being silent. Let's talk. There are many things that makes a man to be quiet and not to be talked. Number one, when he's not certain of what he knows. When a man is not certain, when he's not sure of himself, he keeps quiet. You know, so many times when you were in secondary school then, they will ask you a question. And because you were not sure, you will not raise up your hand. And later on, when somebody says, say, clap for you, you say, and I know the answer too. But why didn't you raise up your hand? You were not sure. People keep quiet at times because they are not sure, because they are not certain. When a man is not sure of himself, he doesn't talk. He tries to be quiet. People think it's his temperament. It's not his temperament. He's just not sure of himself. It is an insecurity. Okay? And it's a complex. A complex can make people not to talk. Is somebody with me? Some people have insecurity complex. Inferior complex. I mean insecurity. They feel insecure. Inferior complex. They just feel like they are not up to others, so they don't talk. They feel everybody is better than them. Who said so? See, God said you are wonderfully and beautifully made. He said he made you in his image, not in the image of another person. So you are not a photocopy of another person. You are the original image of God. So how can you say others are better than you? So you are about going for an interview, and you see all the people there. You saw their suit, you saw their tie, you saw their 6-inch shoe, and you got scared. And you say, I can't get this job. Why will you think you can't get this job? What makes you think they are better than you? They might dress better than you, doesn't mean they are better than you. When your own money comes, you dress better than them. Some of you are here, it's not that you don't know fashion. It is just the money that you are waiting for. When money comes, you will teach fashion. And that money will come. In fact, the money has started coming. It has started coming. It has started coming. You will close this year richer than you started this year. You think you have money. You have not touched money before. You have not touched money before. You have not touched money before. So some people don't talk because of that complex. They just feel like everybody's better. But brothers are not better than you. Tell somebody I'm the best version of God here. You are not sure. You see now, you are not sure. I'm the best version of God here. I'm the best. With or without makeup, I'm the best version of God. So don't let the devil put you down, shut your mouth, thinking others have, and so you don't talk. Here was the story. Of a man whose servant was sick. So I was telling you before why people don't talk. People don't talk because they are afraid of what others will do. Number 3, people don't talk because they are scared of rejection. Some people don't talk, they don't want to be rejected, they don't want to be turned down. So they would rather not talk. And that's the reason why so many people don't witness Jesus. Because they don't want anybody to tell them, keep quiet. I don't want to hear about your Jesus. They don't want people to turn them down. So they don't, no. You talk. If there is a probability that you can be rejected, then there's also a probability that you can be accepted. There's also a probability. It's not absolute. So here was a man whose servant was sick. And in verse 3, he said he heard of Jesus. When he had heard of Jesus, he took. Now, his solution lies with Jesus. But he needs to hear about Jesus before he can go and take that solution. Now, there will have been no hearing except somebody told him. So without a telling, there is no hearing. Without a telling, there is no hearing. So when he tells you that this man heard of Jesus, there is something that happened. Some people told him about Jesus. Some people told him about the solution. Meaning that Jesus can have the solution. But if people don't tell people about that Jesus, the solution will not be offered to them. You might have a good business. If people are not told about your business, people will not patronize you. You might have a good firm, a good company, solving people's problem, probably architectural problem, anything. But if people are not told about you, what will happen? Nobody will patronize you. People will patronize what they have been told about. They patronize somebody who they are aware. If people are not aware, how will they come to you? And you are saying, don't worry, the angels are marketing my business. You are lying. It's time to talk about your business. So here was this man, he heard of Jesus. In Mark chapter 5, from verse 23, the story of the woman with the issue of blood. And verse 27 said, for she had heard of Jesus. And then she thought of herself, if only I can touch the hem of his garment, I will be healed. What brought the thought? What she had. But how did she hear? People were talking about Jesus. And it brought her to Jesus. What you don't talk about, people will not be entitled to follow it. It's when you talk. You see? God bless you, Sister Blessing. She talked about the men of Issachar Bishop. She talked about Word House. But there are many people there who don't know there are so much benefit like that in this space. They have not heard and they will not come until you talk to them about it. And then they will say, having heard of it, then they will take it into action. So that woman with the issue of blood, somebody will have told her, that man Jesus, hey, everything in him is anointing. Everything in him is healing. Somebody will have marketed Jesus on behalf of Jesus. You, what are you marketing? What are you talking about? What you don't market does not sell. What you don't market does not sell. So number one, what should you market? Market Jesus. Let's talk Jesus. Let's talk Jesus. If we keep quiet about Jesus, Jesus will no longer be a discussion in the public place. Talk about missions. Men of Issachar vision, we anchor two things: missions and leadership. Talk about missions. And that's what we are introducing back to church now. Every Sunday we'll be talking missions. Because once you don't talk about it, people lose consciousness of it. It is what you talk about that people are conscious of. So we have to drive it into the culture. Talk to people about mission. But there are people around you who are looking for mission opportunities. But because you are not talking about it, they are not coming to MIV. Because you are not talking about it, they are not trying to take your opportunity. And you are saying, Lord, you kept praying. God, send laborers, send sponsors for mission, send this, send that. But you are not talking about it. And somebody's heart has been moved. And is looking for a mission organization they can support. But you are not talking about it. But you meet someone. And the person says, are you in Ibadan? Yeah, he says yes. Are you a Christian? He says yes. Which church do you attend? I attend Men of Issachar Bishop. And the person says, which one is Issachar? We are into missions. He said, that person here, we are into mission. And then his mind go back. I've been looking for a mission church to support. But if you don't talk, that support will hang or go to another place. Tell somebody beside you, let's talk missions. Let's talk about it. What's missions? Taking the gospel to the disadvantaged people. I'm not talking about the city one. I'm talking about the interiors where it is difficult for them to know the truth. Going to lands that they have not even heard about the gospel before. So many of those lands still exist. Sometimes you think, is it impossible that people have not heard about Jesus in this world? Is this impossible? Many of those lands still exist. Will I give you a proof that it still exists? If every land has heard about Jesus, Jesus will have come. He said, and when every whole world has heard about this kingdom, this message of the kingdom, he said, then it shall come. The only condition for Jesus to come is that everybody, the whole world will have heard about Jesus. He didn't say everybody will have become converted. He didn't say everybody will have become born again. But every land, every tribe will have heard about it. So nobody will give an excuse that we did not accept Jesus because we never heard about it. No, that excuse will not come. So for Jesus not to have come, the implication is there are still many lands they have not heard about it. We need to talk about it. He said, and when that man had heard of Jesus, some people talked about Jesus. They will have said, that man, he laid his hand on one coffin. He didn't touch the body. He laid his hand on that coffin. And the boy inside, the widow of Nain, and the boy inside jumped up by touching just the coffin. The casket. That's all he touched. And the boy came up. And the man will have looked. If a dead boy can come back by that man, how much more this one that is sick is a small matter to him. So he said, having heard of Jesus, what have you said about missions? What have you said about Jesus? I know you want people to come to this church, but what have you said about this church? Who have you talked to about this church? We did not talk to them about it, and you say people are not coming. You are the one to market. Tap somebody beside you. You are a marketer. In fact, chief marketing officer. Say it louder. In fact, chief marketing officer. Are you meeting targets? Ask the person, are you meeting your targets? So look around. How many people have come to church by you? Look around. How many? Ask the person beside you. Chief marketing officer. How many people have come by you? Look around. You cannot ask again, have you? I didn't say ask yourself. Ask the chief marketing officer beside you. How many people? How many people? Look around. Tell me. Let's talk about Word House. Tell people. Talk to them about it. But if you keep your mouth shut, it's time to talk. He said, what we say has a way of endearing people to us. It has a way of enticing people. Has a way of attracting people. People only take you for the value of what you say. And the value you give what to talk about determines the value others will give to it too. If you talk down on something, people will look down on that thing. Are you with me? If you talk down on something, people will look down on that thing. Somebody comes to you and say, oh, what a wonderful cap. I say, cap, whoa. Immediately, even the people that were commending your cap, their mindset about your cap will just what? Will change. In fact, if you are talking to say, remove that your cap is smelling. When did it start smelling? Some things are simply perception. They are simply perception. You dress. You are so happy. We are moving. When you are happy, there is a way you walk. And you are walking across the city of Ibadan. And so happy. And then somebody just told you, Auntie, your skirt. What will happen to you? Everything about you just changed. You did not see what they are saying, for something you just. And if anybody looks at you, you think they are looking at you. Somebody is looking across you to the other hand. You think everybody is looking at you. You give value to things by the way you speak about them. You give worth to things by the way you speak about them. Bring value to Jesus, bring value to missions in MIB, bring value to what out by the way you speak about them. If you are always excited, you get home after service and you talk about your church, somebody will want to follow you to church the next Sunday. Because these things that always make you to be excited every time you come back home. Let me come and see what they are doing there. When you get back home, how was church? Fine. What happened? I'm hungry. People will look at, are they sapping food away from your stomach in your church? You always come back from church, you are hungry. So will somebody want to come to that your church? You don't want to come to that your church? I was taught church was wonderful. What happened to church today? We shouted. That's part of it. You see, you might not like everything about what we are reporting, but say the good part you like. If you look on here, after the man has started about Jesus too heard about the man. The elders had to go and tell Jesus, if there is anybody you have to attend to this one. They told Jesus, they said, this man, though a centurion, he loves us and has built a synagogue for us. Listen, they could have, everything about that man is not palatable with the Jews. Hope you know. He was a centurion, a Roman officer. Jews don't like Roman officers. They are symbols of their suffering and slavery. They were colonized by the Romans at that time. They were being colonized by the Romans. So every Roman officer, they don't like them. If you are being colonized and then you see, you can go and ask your grandfather, only that some of them are in the grave. In those days when they were growing, when they see one Oyibo man with short knicker coming on bicycle, everybody in the village is afraid. They run to their house. And then they will be peeping, which house is he going? Because they know that most likely somebody has not paid tax. And they are coming to arrest the person. So they don't like them. We don't like seeing them. Once you see them, the whole community go quiet. Everybody is waiting for the day Oyibo will get leave and go back to Oyibo's land. So that we can do our festival. Because Oyibo will start telling us now, all these things you are doing. So Oyibo, when you go on leave. So when Oyibo is going on leave, they help Oyibo pack his bag. Oyibo thought they like him. They don't like him. Go, so that we can be free. So these people never like Roman centurions. The centurion means he was a captain of 100 soldiers. So he must have been a terrorist to them. But there was something good they saw in this one. He built us a synagogue. They didn't tell Jesus that he was a centurion. They didn't tell him he's one of the Romans. What they are hammering on, he built us a synagogue. They are saying the good thing about him. They talked about the good thing about him. When you are giving, you might not like every time, you don't have to lie. But at least there is something that is good about it. Say that one. Is somebody with me? You might not like your workplace. But there is something good about your workplace. They pay your salary on time. At least talk about that one. Do you know where I work? Hey, it's a wonderful place. So they pay salary on time. You see, say something good about everything. Talk about your place of work. Talk about it. Talk about your skills. You can sew. We didn't talk about it. And you are saying there is no market. If you have told us, is it not market? Somebody look at, is this not market? If you can sew, yes, stand up. Whether you can sew, make clothes, female clothes, or children clothes, stand up. You see, again, you know what I'm saying? They are not sure. You are not talking, you can't even stand. These are people that can sow. Can you see market? And then you'll be telling me, you are looking for this market. People don't know. Look around. How many of them do you know can sow before? So this is that can sow. You see now? We only know she can shout. I didn't know she can sew. It is what I know you for that I will patronize you for. So I might take your goodies, please. I might take your package, your benefit, and go and give it to somebody else. Because I'm not aware that you can do it for me. Let's talk about our skills. Stop forming humility. It's not humility, humility. The difference between humility and humility is you are trying to be, you are forming, you are pretending to be humble. That's humility. You are not humble, you are only pretending. I don't talk about, I don't want to call attention to myself. Call attention. Call attention. You saw that man? We asked him to come and tell us how to take care of clothes. He started by saying, I'm the CEO. Telling us the slogan. How does that one relate with the talk? But he was marketing himself. He was simply marketing himself. If he doesn't talk about himself and his business, who will talk about it? You can make hair. Ghana weaving. What do you call it? Ghana braids. All those little strands. You can make it. Under 1 hour, the whole thing you don't plenty. What people do is can do it under 1 hour. And they're keeping your mouth shut. And the best is just if you say, sister, you didn't complete the statements. I can do it for you. And then the sister said, I'm thinking of doing weave and everything. That's fine. You cannot hide that I can do it. And then people are saying, I can do it, I can do it. You cannot hide I will do it in 1 hour. If you don't talk about it, who will talk for you? Beg somebody, let's talk. You can teach people for exam and they will always have A. You have a split record. Anybody you prepare for external exams, what happens to them? They get A. And they're keeping your mouth shut. You go around. What do? I'm a teacher and I prepare people to get A. Simple. Or you just say, I'm a teacher. There are many teachers. People are not looking for teachers. Looking for somebody that will make their child to have A. He has teachers in that school, yet he's not making it. So they are not looking for teachers again. What are they looking for? Somebody that will make it. And you tell them, say, what do you mean by you make it? He said, as a record, I have prepared 26 students privately for YA. And all of them are that 8 records intact. I can give you names. Some people will tell you it's bragging. You are not bragging. You are marketing yourself. We are young and opportunities are bound for us. But if we don't talk about it, opportunities will not be given to us. There are platforms, but who is invited to stay on those platforms if you don't market yourself? So they say, we are looking for a caterer in government house. You say, yeah, government house. All I get you. And you cannot offer yourself. I can do it. And they look at you. You, government house, governor, and commissioners, and he said, all right, okay, I can do it. Have you done it before? Yes, I've done it before. Where? In one big church in Samunda. One big church in Samunda. Leave that one. Let me protect my clients. Let's face your own. So when people are asking you, what can you supply? And you're not saying, chin, meat pie. You are demarketing yourself. You start. Which one do you want? Continental or local? Let's talk. We have been quiet for too long. There are many things God has placed in you, but you are quiet about them. So I don't even know you. Even pastor walk up to you and say, I'm seeing your face for a while. Can I meet you? And you tell me your name, you tell me your father's name, and then you tell me you are the last one. How does that one bring money to your pocket? Can I know you? The first thing you should put for is what will make alert to sound in your phone. Pakang, pakang. But you are quiet. Seeing this man now, the day they told me he can do design, I was saying, really? Because he doesn't talk about it, he's so quiet. In church, I don't know how to Tomsha, but he's so quiet here. And there are several design jobs going out. People don't know if you can design here, stand up. Let me market you today. You can design. See, they are not sure. See, that is the problem. You are still thinking. If you are still thinking, how are you going to talk about it? You can design. You see the surprise of the day. Another revelation. You can design. But all I know about you is that you know how to dress well. So look at markets. Can you see markets? You are into laundry, stand up. What does you see the design? See? You are into laundry, stand up. You see people saying you see? My wife is even opening mouth, so I can't close it. Beg somebody, let's talk. Start by talking to the person you are talking to. Tell the person what you do. Tell the person what you can do. Tell that person what you can do. If you know how to read, tell the person I can read. Oh, I can read and give you summary. What can you do? You can write. You see now, you are looking for a writer. That's a writer. But if she doesn't say it now, who will know she can write? Beg somebody, let's talk. Enough of keeping quiet. So we are looking here, we are saying, we are thinking of refreshment after metro meets. And everybody is looking in the direction of one particular sister. And you can do, you are keeping quiet. You said if I talk now, I'll be looking as if I'm trying to spoil a market. Whose market? Whose market are you spoiling? You don't spoil it sometimes. You say if I talk now, if you look as if I'm going to spoil the market of that person, they already know. You talk first. When you talk, we can share the contract between the two of you. We can rotate. You do this month, you do next month. Then also, and we can tell you bring it. And when people taste the two, this one is better. Who doesn't like better thing? Stop being scared that you are going to spoil somebody's market. You are living in the hostel. There is a particular thing you can trade. In fact, your mommy is doing it. But because somebody is doing it on your block, you are saying, I don't want to come and be doing it here because I'm going to spoil business. Spoil big business. Let me take you to that road. Do you know how many people are selling Agbado? The Agbado used to buy on Thursdays. Do you know how many people are selling on that road? Somebody is selling here, Boli here. Another person, Boli here. Another person, Boli here. Let me take you to Agbo Junction. All of them are selling groundnut. Are they spoiling themselves business? You now hide your own groundnut at home. I don't want to spoil their business. You better take it there. Let everything spoil. Talk. Because oftentimes, your client is not even in your immediate environment. It is somebody in your environment that will now refer you to another person. But what am I going to refer? So they said to me, we are looking for this and this and this. Do you have in what house? I'll just think. So I called Dike Philip. Anybody that you cannot remember anybody. We don't have in what house money. I say, that is the way things happen. Many opportunities go by. People are asking, do you know anybody who can do this? Do you know anybody who can do this? Listen, the solution to your problem is near you. But you might need somebody to refer you to that person. But the person who is to be the link point doesn't even know you can do it. What have I said to you? I said, let's talk. Let's talk about Jesus. Remember that? Let's talk about missions. Let's talk about word house. Let's talk about your skills. Talk about it. Stop being quiet. Let's talk about our people, our brethren. So if I go somewhere with architect Pastor Osman Thompson, if I go somewhere with him and I'm introducing him to them, I'll say, oh, meet architect. One of our pastors followed me somewhere to a meeting, and I was introducing him to two people. I miss other people. So I introduced him to the president of the ministry that I invited, and I said, meet so. He's our so pastor. See, the way the person greeted him just changed. So when I said give him the mic, they ran to give him the mic. Respect. Then another of my friends saw me in that meeting and came to greet me. And I told this pastor that followed me, one of our pastors there, and I said to him, this is my friend. He works with the FIRS. Then I told my friend, I said, this is so and so. He works here. Then my friend said, hey. You gain nothing condescending people around you. Condescending people around you doesn't esteem you. But when you esteem others, you are also esteemed. You don't get it. Pastor Architect Overcomer, come. Come. Evangelist Ayobami, come. Come. Yes, Metro. Christabel, come. See this young beautiful lady? Come and stay in front. This young beautiful lady. Imagine one way or the other, she had an assignment, or we sent them on behalf of the church to somewhere, and the 5 of them went together. Then she met somebody she knew in primary school. You know that in primary school? Somebody who knew in primary school, she met the person, and they said, hey, Christy! How do you shake yourself then those days? And I say, oh, hello, how are you? Look at you. I said, which one is hello, how are you? And then you tell the person, let me introduce the people with me, my friends that have come with me. Please, introduce. This is Architect Thompson. This is Pastor Wumi, educational specialist. In fact, her husband is in the United States of America. Then you say, this is an international scholar. This is the world web developer. You see, a fintech guru. You've heard about the fintech. Another fintech is about to come out. When you hear it, don't let me tell you the name here, but this is the man behind you. He doesn't like to be loud. So let's just... What do you think happens to your watch in the eye of your friend? What do you think happens to your... He will look at you. In fact, he will stop. That Christy will just stop. He will just like... This one don't tell at another level. What improved your work? The work of the people around you. But we could have seen Christy also. Say, this is one brother shy in our church. This is one auntie in our church. This is one egbon. One egbon in my church. And this is my paddy in church. What happens to you? By condescending them, it doesn't add to you. But when you esteem people and your life, you are also esteemed. Even God said it. He said, those that esteem me, I will likewise esteem. When you talk about their worth, your own worth improves. Don't talk about people elevate. You might not like everything about Pastor Wumi. Is somebody with? You might not like everything, but that one thing you like about her, talk about it. At least you are not going to lie. That is the sister talking. Yeah, you talk about that. You are not going to lie. These people, when they were introducing the Roman citizen to Jesus, they said he loved the Jews and he built us a sanctuary, a synagogue. And the Bible says, and Jesus was, let's go. Jesus had that somebody built you a synagogue. That's my father's business. If somebody can build my father's house, I'm interested. It's like somebody comes to meet me and tell me that if somebody wants to come and pray for in the hospital, I'll say, hey, go now. You two, you have the anointing. Go and pray. But when you tell me that person was the person that sent the money for the rug, or for the drum, or for the keyboard, let's go there. Is that not the way it is? Am I partial? Am I showing favoritism? Let's go there now. Jesus will say what? Let's go there. He built a synagogue. Let's go there. So you may not like everything even about the people around you, but say something good about them when you introduce them to people. Talk about their best. You see, and just say, this is one brother Sha. What's one brother Sha? You want your words to improve? Talk well about the people around your life. Talk well. Your husband might not be the best husband in the world. That's one of the less usually say. My husband is the best husband in the world. It's a lie. How many husbands have you married before you can compare? My wife is the most beautiful person in the world. Even you know you are lying. Just say, meet my beautiful wife. You don't need to say the most beautiful you say. Now, you may not like everything about your husband. Alright? But tell people, meet my wonderful husband. Do you know what? He carries my bag whenever I'm going out. You see? That's enough. You may not like the other things. Keep it to your pocket. Or put it in your bag. Then talk about that bag. That he carries that bag. Everywhere you go. But I say, who is this young man beside you? Okomi. It's marrying. What is that? What did we ask you? What are you answering? Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth is speaking. You know, but you can choose what fills up your heart. You might not like everything about the person, but choose that what fills your heart about that person are the good things. Philippians chapter 4 verse 8. He said, if anything be true, if anything be good, if anything be noble, if anything be pure, he said, think on these things. So don't think about the things you don't like about the person. Stop thinking about it. You can't do anything about it, so stop thinking about it. Think about those things that you like. As you think more of it, when you are talking about him or her to anybody, what do you say? You will say those ones naturally. Auntie Chris, that's the kind of people around you. It proves you're a big person. If that person has been saying, oh, that person will begin to say, Have you seen that pronoun suddenly change before? You met one of your people before in your former town, maybe at the Owambe, and the person say, and he just said, I wanted to meet my husband. The person will just say, let's talk. Enough of being quiet. Enough of being silent. You hear me? Don't be timid. Talk about it. Somebody came to you. I like what you are hearing. Tell the person, I sew it myself. I can sew one for you too. You are not proud. You are only marketing yourself. You like it? Thank God. Thank God will not make it to patronize you. Tell the person, you like this fabric? I sell. You sell. I sell at good prices. Then say, so this one I like, how much? What you want? No, you tell the person, quality things actually cost money. I sell quality, I don't sell inferior. You see all those ones we are seeing before, those prices we are talking about, those ones are inferior. This is quality. You know, I'm your sister in Fellowship Church. I cannot lie to you. If I sell those ones for you, after washing once, twice, according to that man, the clothes will just do like this. But this one, as if we were in church together, you watch it 5 times, you still be seeing me in church. You didn't market yourself. You didn't tell people, I can take children in children's club. You are not telling them, you are quiet. And somebody is thinking here, my auntie's children, what can we do to that child who is always disturbing? Where can we send that child on Sunday evening? So that the house will be quiet. They don't know. But when you tell them, I run children's club, they say, hey! And that is the solution to my auntie's child problem. We will send him to you so that the house will be quiet. The house is quiet, you are benefiting the child, and then you should have more members. And as children begin to come to children's club, you say, that your auntie, take this for your auntie. Give this to auntie. Give this to auntie. And auntie, better just become fatter and fatter and fatter. They think it's because of the job she's doing. No! It is because of her skill and her ability and her anointing that is bringing in money for her. You can earn more than you are earning. There are things in you that are holding down your millions. You have not brought them out. You have not told people about the things you do. He came to me. Was it Thursday? He said, today I've started my business officially. Then I said, come back. Which business officially? You didn't tell me which business. That's what some of you do sometimes. You just say, I just started the business. Pray for it. What business? I can pray for the business, so the prayer will go and meet the business. But I cannot market a business I don't know what it is. So he said, I started my photography business officially. It's not formal. So when they're looking for photographer, I will say we have one. They will, when they have say, is it a real photographer or come and camera Danny? So there's a difference between the two. I said, no, this one doesn't camera Danny. This one is a real one. In fact, he has an office. He has a studio. Is that so? Yes. So if you have one bed, your uncle, your auntie, your grandfather, your grandmother, your mommy, your nephew, your nieces, some of you, your nephew are already doing birthday. Don't take our money outside. Emma Kowole, Losita. I am talking on his behalf. He's not talking. He's too gentle. If you can do photography, yeah, stand up. So that I won't market one person. Photography. So it's only one person. You. Real photograph or selfie. Are you seeing revelations today? Let's talk. So I'm going to give you an opportunity for the next 2 minutes. Go around and talk to people what you do. Don't talk about your height and your weight. We don't need your height and weight. Talk about what can bring alert to your phone. I do chin chin and kuli kuli. Is that not so? Everything legal. Some people are sitting down. They don't know what they are going to tell people. You can go and tell people, I'm a copper. I'm serving my fatherland. Tell people, I'm a copper. Somebody might be looking for a copper presently to do something with. You don't have anything. Tell people where you work. If they make more money, it's your benefit now. Better tell people. I want me to talk for you. Better go and talk to yourself. Somebody is telling me he has rabbits. Can you imagine? I don't even know he has rabbits. Auntie, you are not talking. But you can sue now. How does you go and tell people I can sue? Exchange contact, exchange numbers. Exchange contact, exchange number. This is what I do. Give people your Instagram handle. You see, you are holding your hand. Give people your Instagram handle. You want to know more about what I've just told you now? Check out my work. Adiola, better go and tell people what you do. You want me to market it for you? Go and talk for yourself. Don't let anybody detain you too much. Talk briefly and go and meet another person. Everywhere around you is market. Don't stay with one market. There are markets around you. There are markets around you. You are still saying you don't market since. One market since. There are markets here. Sleeping by. Let's talk about what we do. What you say endear people to you. Or you say nothing, nobody is endeared to you. Nothing is attracted. You say nothing. But talk.
We hope you've been greatly blessed. That which we have seen and heard, declare we unto you, that you also may have fellowship with us. And truly our fellowship is with the Father and with His Son, Jesus Christ.
Contact and follow us on all our social media handles
at MIV Word House. Stay strong, vigorous, and victorious.